Hey everyone, welcome back to welcome back.
What is
I'm sorry, welcome back to Ancients of North, the recap show for Hawkeye right here on the Slow Down Night in Canada channel. I am Ben, joined by always David, Fancy, and newcomer Kiwi. How is everyone doing today?
I'm good. I'm so good.
I'm doing good. I just have one question about the show, guys. Who's going to clean up that big arrow? Who is going to clean that up?
Hi, Taco.
Oh my God, this guy.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to shrink back down eventually because...
Is that a shield job? Is that a job for shield?
Would be a job for
damage control.
Yeah. Oh yeah, damage control. That's right. That's the Marvel's janitors, which was going to be a TV show until they were like, "No, we're not going to do that. We'll just do it for 5 seconds in Spider-Man: Homecoming." They're the guys who come and say, "Hey, Michael Keaton, go do Vulture stuff.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
welcome
right.
here."
Yeah, don't forget the Ancients of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the cleanup crew for
That's not canon anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Fair point.
You can't say the AOS word anymore, Ben.
That's not canon. Anyway, but Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. What did everyone think of the third episode overall? That's not
favorite episode so far for me.
Yeah, turns out that last week when I was saying, the show hasn't quite gripped me, I think it's good, not great. Turns out, and I never thought I would say this, I just don't care about Vera Farmiga and everything going on in Kate's personal life. I'm like, I don't give a shit about that. I didn't care when they went
It doesn't need to be in there. Yeah. I don't understand what the point is when we know that she's obviously in cahoots with the tracksuit mafia, and so is Jack. Like, it's so obvious. She reads red in every scene she's in. I'm okay.
Thank you, Kiwi. You were listening to me last week, obviously, when I said that.
I was actually going back and watching it. I was like, why is she always wearing red? Okay. There you go. That's fine.
But yeah, like, really, I really liked the episode outside of that.
What did you think, 50?
I liked it. I think it was really short, though. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's my favorite of the show yet, but it's a really good one. I really liked it.
Yeah, I have to say I really liked it too. It might be my favorite. I love the dynamic between Clint and Kate.
Yeah.
They really good back and forth. What did you guys think of that?
They have a great dynamic, and I said this last week, where it's just, even though we've seen Clint with his kids, this is the most dad energy Jeremy Renner has ever brought to anything.
Yes.
When Kate's talking to that guy about Imagine Dragons, he's just
his love life. He's helping him with his love life. Okay.
He just puts his head down and is like, how I was doing superhero shit, and now we're talking about Imagine Dragons. It's just, all those little moments are fantastic.
And it's like, you're not supposed to be friendly with the villain. Come on. Okay, what are you doing?
I have to say, I think my favorite moment in the episode is when Clint was on the phone with his son, and Kate was helping him communicate.
Mm-hmm.
That was really beautiful and really well done. What did you guys think of that?
It was funny, heartwarming, and heartbreaking all at the same time.
Yeah. It was really, really beautiful, that moment.
I thought it was great because when he starts talking to his son on the phone, and he doesn't notice his son yet, and you see the like panic in Haley Steinfeld's performance where she's like, he's fucking it up right now. That's not his wife. Just going from there all the way to him like crying about how he's going to be home for the ugly Christmas sweater party. So good. And it's like, that's what the power of these Disney Plus shows is. You just get two great actors and you just put them in a room and just let them do stuff. Oh, look, there's cats.
Yeah, sorry. Hodor wanted to be involved.
I also got to say, just speaking of like that and what Taco was saying in the comments about more trick arrows and deaf people fights, I really loved the handling of Clint with and without his hearing aid, and just like how awesome was Maya, aka Echo, in this entire episode. Like, she was fantastic.
Yeah, I love the opening with the school.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you that even with a disability like that, she's still like the smartest kid in class.
Yeah.
Able to figure out simple things from just one or two words. Or even half words.
Judging only by this show and the MCU, her uncle is not going to be Kingpin.
Oh my gosh, of course it is.
Yeah.
It was. So I saw the leak like 5 seconds, or the like supposed leak, which I hope isn't true because it's a terrible design if it is. Of like 5 seconds before I watched the episode. So that was like kind of in my head. And then when we saw like her dad say, "Uncle's gonna take you home," it just pans over. I was thinking, oh, that's gonna be like Armand, the one that got killed last episode.
The actual uncle.
But then it was the that you hear off screen, and I immediately was like, that's fucking Vincent D'Onofrio right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And immediately it was just so, I think it's because I watched The Magnificent Seven a couple weeks back, so I just have that, and he has a lot of laughing in that movie, so I just had that laugh in my head, and I'm like, they're doing it. They're doing it. What a slap in the face to Charlie Cox to not be the first one to come back, but still love Kingpin.
Yeah. To me, it was more the shape of the body plus the suit, less the voice, and the massive hand, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I got it.
with Kingpin coming back, do we think Charlie Cox will come back eventually?
Well, like,
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know how much we want to discuss leaks and things on this show, but like, I feel like most people have seen the images of Charlie Cox in Spider-Man.
I haven't.
I mean, he's not in the movie. Shut up, Ben. Ben, I can't believe you would spoil that for 50. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Frankly, I'm embarrassed for you.
Leave Ben alone, okay? What are you gonna go after Ben like that? It's been that kind of day for Ben right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No.
I like the car chase scene. That was fun.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
That was great, and it had a lot of great moments, even from before we get into some of the more wacky trick arrows and stuff, where they're just bumping into stuff, and Kate comes in and is like, "Hey, it would be easier if I was spun around." And before she even finishes, because he can't hear, he's like, I'm going to turn you around. It'll be easier. Oh, look at us. We're communicating. It's like, I loved that moment.
And
yeah, that long one shot was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to say that. Speaking of Daredevil and Kingpin, it's kind of like the long continuous hallway fights, but as a car chase.
Oh, it was so good because you actually get put in the middle of the action. And I've seen the photos from the set, and they've got an actual rig in it inside the interior of the car that just spins around. They can detach it for that moment where she crawls out of the window. And it's so cool because it goes from being a static viewing experience to actually being in the fight. So it's super dynamic in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must have been a nightmare to shoot, though.
Oh, for sure. They actually had her hanging outside of the car, which was great. I love it when they do more practical stuff in the MCU. They need more of it.
I like that. We're talking about practical stuff. We're in this same scene. We got putty arrows and we got acid arrows.
I'm talking about how it was shot. I'm not talking about the actual design of the scene itself, but the actual way it was shot was amazing.
I thought you were about to drop on me. No, they actually had vials of acid and they shot them. Haley Steinfeld lost both her eyes doing it, but it was worth it.
And they actually blew up a car with people inside.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, I mean, unlike Shrek, they did melt people with acid.
We will melt them with acid.
I
Taco's not on the show. We can make Doctor Who references all we like.
I see.
But if we could not, like, I like Doctor Who as much as the next guy, but like, you know, we're talking about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
As much as
We're
this
talking
guy.
about those guys in purple. And gals. Those guys and gals in purple. But like speaking of the car chase, I even loved how it began with Clint saying, "I'm not gonna smash up a Challenger," and then just that coming full circle at the end where it's like, and it gets destroyed anyway. And
Do you know it's
hear,
a reference to the comics as well?
Yes.
Yeah. So because
that
that's actually Natasha's car in the comics, and Hawkeye and Kate take it out and it gets smashed to pieces and she's upset about it. So it's a reference of, I'm not going to smash up the car this time, but oh wait, it gets smashed anyway.
Fucking, I'm not used to, man. I thought because Taco wasn't here, I'd be able to like be like, and then did you know? But friggin', there's always someone. There's always someone coming in.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't apologize for being. Never apologize for being the smartest person in the room.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't go that far, would we? Would we? In my room, yes. Because I've only got a cat in here. Then yes.
If you are the smartest person in the room, then you must be in the wrong room because you're surrounded by idiots, just like Star Wars. There we go. That's mine.
There you go. There's your Lion King reference.
Yep, that's mine.
Oh man. We got some things, so okay. I'm not gonna go down.
I'm really worried about this series, though, considering that we've only got 3 more episodes to go. Because if you think about the through line of plot lines we have to get through, like the murder mystery of Amand, the connection between Jack to the tracksuit mafia that we know is coming, and if you count Black Widow's in credit sequence, Yelena's meant to be showing up. So if they introduce her, it's going to be so bloated. I hope they don't, but I don't know where else they'd put her because they've sent her after Hawkeye as of the end of Black Widow.
I think that's probably going to be the last episode with Yelena, because I think when we talk about all this stuff being all these threads that are going out with Jacques, who I'm going to call him Jacques. I'm not going to call him Jack because let him be French. God damn it.
Jacques.
Even though, like, clearly, you know, this man is not French.
A French bad guy? That's so different.
Well, his name mustache. His name is Swordsman. Okay, that's a very original name that a Frenchman would have. But But my point is, obviously, I think the Vera Farmiga Jacques stuff, I think, is going to next episode, especially because this isn't like WandaVision or even Falcon and Winter Soldier, where most of the episodes were like sub 40 minutes. Like this one was 41, and then the second episode was 52. So I think like timing wise, we have probably enough. And that the family dynamic, I think, is going to get folded in to the A plot next week, where it's all going to come to a head. And then we really only we get like 2 episodes of Tracksuit Mafia doing stuff. And then I still say last episode, Clint dies. Kate shows up at the house.
You think they're going to kill off Hawkeye?
I think so, because I think I perfectly like, especially with all the, I'm going to be home for Christmas. I'm really going to make it. Guys.
Oh, you can't do that. He already lost his
that's
family.
Why I think they're not going to do
that. His family?
It's his turn to be away from the family.
Permanently.
Yeah, you know, wow, permanently.
You are a cold human being, man.
No, because like I said last week, this is about spoilers for the final scene in Hawkeye. It's Kate Bishop. She's standing on it's Christmas Day. She's standing on the doorstep of the Barden farm. She's holding the bow and she knocks on the door. Linda Cardellini comes to the door.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
Kate hands her the bow. So wait,
are we going to leave Yelena being a bad guy?
Well, I think it's going to be, because it's pretty obvious with...
Because they set her up as a hero in Black Widow, so I feel like that shift is going to be really hard.
I would disagree with that. I think because of the inclusion of Valentine to Madam, the person who's going to end up becoming Madam Haskell, Madam Hydra.
She doesn't trust Madam Hydra.
No, but I think
her, like, as far as she can throw her. So
I think she's going to be she'll be like the good person in whatever the Thunderbolts is, and then whatever that movie or show is will be about her breaking away, and then she'll be a hero. But I think, like, even if she is not directly, because I don't think she can kill Hawkeye, because I don't think she can come back from that. I think she can be responsible for the death, and that can be like the cross she bears when she finds out, oh shit, he was actually.
She's been through so much. You're gonna put her character through this as
hey,
well?
Man, hey, yes, because because it's a new era, okay? And everyone, here's the thing about being a superhero. Clint even talks about it to bring it back to the show. There's a lot, you lose a lot, and it's hard. It's a hard life, and it's all about everyone continually loses and loses. Everyone's gone now. It's just me and you, Kiwi. But I think that they're back. They're just but
I just felt we were too just pointless right now.
Sorry, but I think like if she. But anyway, but
I feel like it's just an argument between Dave and I.
Yeah.
No.
But with hers, but with the Thunderbolts being set up in whatever way, like if we're to assume like that she's a hero and a good guy, then we also have to accept that U.S. agent is also a chill dude, and we know that is not the truth.
Okay. I'm gonna champion for the dude for just like 2 minutes, because if it was shot from his perspective, we would have been rooting for him.
Yeah.
Because at the end, that's the thing, is it's all about perspective. So I don't think he's that bad of a guy.
No, I agree. I don't think he's that bad of a guy either. But the fact that we saw it from her perspective, which was, I'm assembling my evil friends, essentially. When Elaine from Seinfeld shows up and is like, let's get all my evil friends together.
Well, all she needs is one guy. All she needs is Newman to bring everyone down.
Newman.
Hello, Newman.
All right,
But back to the show.
I think you already screwed up Torchwood enough. But if I can speak, please.
50, I think you've talked enough.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just think that, again, it's all a matter of perspective. From Yelena's point of view, she's still a hero. She's doing the right thing. She's getting revenge for her sister's murder, essentially. What she thinks was her murder.
That's a good point.
And when she finds out that, in fact, Black Widow won a contest to see who could kill themselves the fastest, she'll feel pretty bad about what she did.
What if she never knows that and she just continues thinking she did the right thing?
Okay, Dave, you need to back your theory, because if you're right, if Helena needs to be in the final episode, that means she can't kill Clint. Then Clint needs to be alive to tell her. There were only 2 people there on that cliff.
Well, I think
Black Widow died.
Well, I think he's gonna. Sorry.
There were only 2 people there. Nobody else knows.
I mean, Red Skull was technically there.
Who?
Red Skull was technically there.
Okay, but nobody knows about.
He's not showing. He's not going to show up to like vouch for the validity of that story. No, let's be honest.
It's like,
yeah.
I gave that as to a treasure I cannot possess.
But to that, Ben, what I think is, because it was weirdly set up in this episode, which originally I liked the fact that everyone was like, who is Ronan? Who was he? Was he the other Arrow guy? But then I'm like, oh, I guess he only really used swords back then as Ronan, so people wouldn't know. And he can just say, oh, Hawkeye got snapped, whatever. So, and it doesn't, even in the diner scene when he's telling Kate about like what it means to be a hero, she's like, you know who Hawkeye is, or you know who Ronan is, and you have to keep his secret, blah, 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 blah. And so it's like, it's kind of setting up that she isn't able to put the pieces together that they're the same person. So I think at some point,
which is a very classic superhero trope.
Obviously, I think probably in episode 4 or 5, whenever the breakup has to happen, because there's always a breakup in these buddy shows, so that they can come back
we're gonna
together.
have some full tension for no reason.
It's like it's gonna be like they're like fucking Vera Farmiga is like beating up Kate for some reason. It's like, I hate you, daughter. Why are you Ronin? Blah 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 blah. And then Clint's gonna be like, I'm Spartacus. It's like, oh no. And then Kate's gonna be like, I can't believe you let me get beat up by my mom. And then they're gonna be upset. And then Yelena will kill Hawkeye. And then Kate's gonna come up and be like,
I don't think they're gonna let Yelena kill Hawkeye.
I don't either.
We'll see. You know what?
Listen, Dave.
I'll be on the right side of history here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For you, history will not see it that way.
History. This is on record forever. And you know what?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I get to enjoy it the entire time and be like, whoa, how surprising for me. All you guys are like, fucking knew it. Fucking knew he was going to retire.
Yeah, but I'm vindicated, which is an even better feeling than just being right.
Hey, man. Don't yuck my yum here, okay? So what
about her yum by saying that she's going to kill Hawkeye? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? This is a mob mentality. All of you guys are against me. I'm the one who's
no, because we're right and you're wrong.
Okay. I want to talk for a minute, please.
Okay, sorry.
Ben. I want to bring up the dynasty again. I want to talk about this. How fun was it when she drew the comic accurate? Well, I'm getting the comic accurate costume for Hawkeye.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was so great. I loved it so much because as soon as she talked about branding, it was like, and these are wings like a hawk, and that's a big H. My wife started laughing because I realized she's not a comic book reader and she didn't watch like Earth's Mightiest Heroes or anything. So this is just the Hawkeye she knows. So I'm laughing, being like, look at that. And so I showed her, she's like, so I love Kate drawing that. And I hope, because we've seen him in like the thumbnail for the show. He's in like a purple. Mm-hmm. I hope
it's gonna happen.
Just for 1 second, he has his dumb fucking mask with his big horns.
I like that they just nod to it though. They always just nod to it in these shows.
But here's the thing. Pretty much all the MCU shows have done that to a certain degree, putting the original costume from the comics, as ridiculous as it is, they put it in the show. They did it with Luke Cage. They did it with Iron Fist, and they even did it in WandaVision, and even Jessica Jones.
They also did it in Loki as well with classic Loki. Old man Loki wore the
mask. I forgot about that with Richard E. Grant, the Great Intelligence. Here's my theory on that. I think they are going to go with the original costume for Hawkeye, and obviously he's going to realize how stupid and ridiculous it is in the context of what he's doing on the show. He's going to very Amazing Spider-Man number 51 / Spider-Man Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. He's gonna throw it in the trash. Someone's gonna pick that up, and it's gonna be the new MCU's version of Bullseye, because Bullseye was the Hawkeye-ish in the
Dark Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping. That's a theory from me.
Okay. That's a lot if that happens.
Yeah,
I know it's a stretch, but a guy can dream. If you can have your ridiculous daydream about Yelena killing Hawkeye, I can have my Bullseye wearing Hawkeye's costume theory.
First of all, mine's a thing that could happen in this show. There's no way they could have cast a guy to play Bullseye and we wouldn't have known about it.
Okay.
They already have a guy who played Bullseye at one point or another.
Hold on.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Hold on. You help 50 out. When you have Kingpin potentially coming.
Yeah.
So Bullseye is possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is possible.
You see, I'm not as crazy as I look.
Could we get Colin Farrell back as Bullseye?
Yes.
That would be great. That would be so. I'm looking that up right now because I didn't see that.
That was last episode.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Okay, I need to go back and look.
Yeah,
because,
me too.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
You guys talk about something on the show. I'm going back and I'm looking for it.
Okay.
So I've got a theory about how it's going to go. Is it like comic book accurate?
Can you put it on screen?
Well, I can. Ben might have an easier time since he's running the show. Just it's literally just you open up just Google Hawkeye LARPing behind the scenes. The first
You're right.
Hit play. The literal first image is Hawkeye's comic accurate costume. It's even got the dumb H on it.
Wow.
Behind.
Well, I guess Kate drawing it is not that original after all.
Oh my god, did we find out is Kate a LARPer? And like she was in the background, she would have been there, and that's why she wanted to get out of the
She's
house.
already got the costume prepared.
That's what she has the costume ready to give it to Hawkeye.
She's
like,
so
I just testing the waters. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
about this drawing? And he's like, no. And she's like, don't worry, I definitely don't have it at my house.
Okay.
Yeah, and did you notice that she just randomly put a drawing together out of nothing?
I also
Maybe that's why she knows where the costume looks like.
I love the carryover from last episode also, where Kate's not an artist, and it's very much something that I could draw. Because, yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
Wow.
that looks so dumb.
In a great way.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming back.
In a great way.
I don't think it's coming back. No,
I feel like there was a nod to it. I feel like they've done enough nods to it. I think
it's done.
Or maybe that is Bullseye. I'm gonna die on this hill if I have to.
I can't wait for 50's video essay, similar to all the video essays after WandaVision came out. All the like 50 times Mephisto was referenced in WandaVision.
No, okay.
But 50's gonna have a video.
There's a weird Bullseye.
This is Bullseye. It's obvious. It's Mephisto.
Yes, it's not an H, it's an M.
For sure.
No, the H stands for hell.
Oh.
And those aren't wings, they're horns. It's broken, it's obvious.
It's Mephisto all along.
Oh my god.
He even got his own theme song with it's going to be a bonus feature on the Rogers play. It's all coming together now.
All coming together. To bring us back to the episode.
Jess, are you regretting coming on this show?
No, not at all. I find this fun. I like chaos.
Even to bring it back, even before the car chase, which we've talked a lot about, I loved that whole warehouse fight at the beginning. Starting with the like slow interrogation of like Hawkeye doing like the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing where it's Black Widow killed Ronan. I was there, leading up to
yes. Like you guys say guava, don't you? Or is it guava because it's guava here?
I say guava.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I'm also Canadian though, so I don't. I don't know what these Americans
that's
say.
What it is.
Hey, I'm
There's only one.
I'm only one. I'm the solo American today.
It's the international crew.
This is the international crew. Look at this. Wow, we're like
welcome to Schmoes of the Worldwide North.
Man, we just printed the logo on the mugs and everything. Damn, can we get that? No, it's too late. That's $10,000 down the drain.
Yeah.
But I really love that entire scene leading with Hawkeye, where it's like he hasn't quite got signing yet. Like he's okay at it, but he's not great. Which, as someone who I work with a lot of kids with disabilities and stuff, and as someone who is also just kind of okay at signing, I totally related to Hawkeye in that moment, where I've been left at for asking for a cookie when I was trying to get them to do their chores or something. And I was like, oh no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Leading up to like what I think is an amazing fight scene where maybe since Avengers 1, we haven't seen Hawkeye just doing what Hawkeye does best.
Yeah, it's so good when he gets his hands on that bow.
I just had the scene from Fast 5 in my head where The Rock walks out and it's like, and above all else, don't let them get in a car. But it was like, and above all else, do not let him get his bow. Because he was great beforehand throwing stuffed animals around. But the moment he got that bow and arrow, it's like he's not even looking at fools.
In the ball pit as well. That was the best.
I laughed out loud.
So funny.
So what did you guys think of Echo?
I love her.
Yeah.
She's scary because like she understands body language, how you move. She's almost like a taskmaster in that way where they set that up of her being able to block what you're doing and be able to know how you're going to pretty much go at her in face-to-face combat. So I love that.
It also was really cool seeing a lot of times when we get this person does martial arts, we see them going from like they just become a master in this one thing. And it's assumed that like, hey, they know all the other ones. But it was cool seeing her start out with karate and then like going into like an MMA style at the end where it's like, oh, she has been training for, I guess like, well, she didn't get blipped. So like 20 years at this point.
Are you starting puns on this channel now? Are you just following me to other channels and starting pun wars in the comments? This is great.
I also really liked that Echo, she comes preloaded to the show with a superhero starter pack, cool thing to, hurdle to overcome, a crazy fighting style. Parent dying right in front of you saying, do it for me. Bleh. It's like, that's it. That's all you need.
She's got that duality as well with Kate, though, that they've both been driven down the path that they're on by Clint Barton in one way or another. For Echo, it's Ronan, and then for Kate, it's Hawkeye. So it's quite interesting that they're almost the two sides of the coin in that way.
Well, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe an Echo show has been announced, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, did you guys know?
So, what do we think that's going to be about? If we had to guess right now.
Well, probably nothing.
I think Echo might be on it.
Probably Echo.
Feeling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think they also said that the Echo show is very much going to be in. It's going to be like a light Daredevil season 4, where because like famously Echo is like. Not famously, but like she works with Daredevil a lot because Kingpin is the one who trained her in the comics to be an assassin. And then she's like, hey, being a bad guy sucks. But then she goes down this kind of more Red Hoodie way where she's like, she's a good guy, but like, she gets a little too brutal sometimes. A lot of the time.
So we're going to see her change from
Daredevil is like the receiver of all these Kingpin rejects. I'm feeling like
it's almost like he's a New York guy and Kingpin's the head of the New York Crime Association.
So
almost.
Yeah.
So I think it's more likely you'll see Daredevil in Echo, right?
Well, if they're calling, it would be weird if people are saying it's like Daredevil season 4 and he's not in it. That'd be kind of strange. But I would hope so also. And this is a character. I think it will be really cool to see because you got to imagine there'll be like a lot more like ASL in her own show.
I love the idea of that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also love, I forget his name. Kazi, I think is the Hawkeye that does sign language, as Kate said.
Yeah.
I love when he's like, hey, can we talk? It's just like, I don't want to talk in front of these guys. You think any of these idiots learned ASL in the last 24 hours?
Which is weird to me because the big one did actually do a little bit of sign at the end of last episode.
He did like a little bit, but that's like as much as you would pick up just seeing it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a difference between conversational ASL and actual just like, hey, I need this. Can you do that?
You can also see like by the way he was talking to her being like, we have them. and stuff. It's like,
Yeah, that's mostly how I do
yeah.
mine.
Do any of you speak ASL? I
I
don't.
wish.
Again,
I know like thank you and
I
bathroom. That's really all I know. So like, and 4 words. So like,
Those are
that's
3 very varied
yeah,
signs to have. But
I'll tell
still
you off
useful.
camera.
yeah. I
Okay.
don't ask me to do it now. What I speak it like passingly for work and like it very situationally, but it is late and I've been drinking, so I can't. You can't ASL drunk.
No.
If you do
Which-
ASL drunk, is that like an accent?
Yeah, I think so. But no,
Is
I
it
will
slurred?
say,
You slur your signing.
my
Well,
original.
I think this is one, but
It was actually
Was
very.
that the setup for that joke the whole time, Ben?
Yeah, probably.
He was like,
Shame
someone
on
needs to
you.
ask me if I can speak ASL, and we were like,
I
no, we just
expected
don't.
better from you.
Oh, I love it.
no admission in this. Came
That's even better.
naturally.
Because of that, like I've talked to a lot of people in the deaf community who do a lot of signing, and I like watching videos on like those people who are at like Eminem concerts who do the interpreting and stuff, and I've watched like talks with them.
Oh my god, I feel so sorry for those people.
Oh no, they're living the time of their life. They're having a great time. But it was very funny.
At light speed. It's like
I watched John Wick 2 earlier this week, and Ruby Rose is deaf in that movie, and the entire time I'm like, oh, she did not learn ASL for this. She is just doing the moves.
Yeah.
This is the least accurate I've ever seen, as opposed to this where I'm like, you can tell that obviously the actress who plays Echo is deaf, so she can actually do it. And like my big criticism for Hawkeye last episode was like, doesn't seem great at it. But then I remembered, oh yeah, he wouldn't be great at it because he like doesn't really do it. But
he's new.
He's new to it.
Yeah,
and also the guy's like, you know, if he didn't get blipped. So like, what is he like? He's pushing 50 at this point. Like, it's hard to learn new things at that age.
I thought they were setting up Echo to help Hawkeye transition into fully embracing his deafness. That's why she tells him he shouldn't rely so much on technology. That's why I don't think he's going to die, because I feel like they're setting it up for him being able to live his life authentically as being someone who can't hear, because I feel like she's going to mentor him almost in that.
Well,
no, I'm wrong. Okay, no, silence for everyone.
I'm shooting at him first. I think.
I like where you're headed.
I hadn't actually thought about the fact that until Ben mentioned it, that the Echo show was announced, and that has just reinforced my belief that Hawkeye's gonna die, because it's like he killed her. Like, it's not like, oh man, I'm so sorry that like I didn't mean to kill your dad. No, you stabbed him like real good. And I think so. I don't think Echo can kill him either, because she's going to be a hero. So I don't know how he's going to die. You know what? Vera Farmiga is going to kill him.
Hold on. What if it's all set up and he really didn't kill her dad? It was all Kingpin.
Like, we saw Ronan doing the
though,
flips.
Don't we?
Yeah, we saw
Ronan.
Ronan.
Squeeze himself into that suit and is like tumbling everywhere. You know what?
Oh, it was Bullseye, guys. It was Bullseye.
Yeah, it was Bullseye wearing Hawkeye's shirt.
But no, also, it's pretty clear that based on his conversation with his wife last episode, being like, oh yeah, these tracksuits are back and stuff, and then him in this episode saying, yeah, Ronan hit the suppliers and then he took out upper management of the tracksuits as well. Like, he's like, yeah, I did it.
Oh, okay. Real quick, we talk about everything we love. Is there anything in this episode that you didn't not like, but didn't rub you the wrong way? Anything at all?
I said it before. I didn't like that it was very short. That's all.
It went very quickly. That was the only thing.
Yeah. It was like breeze.
When the credits rolled, I was like, "Oh, okay, we're done. Okay, yep,
Yeah. It's over already.
Yeah.
Yeah."
It was, for me,
Nothing
it
worse.
was, like I said, and we kind of discussed at the beginning, when Kate's like, and my mom is engaged to a murderer. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. This is a part of the show.
Yeah, they've
And
got the murder mystery plot line, and it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary.
And the worst part is, I love both of those actors. I love Tony Dalton, because I always think his name is Timothy Dalton because of the Bond. But I'm like, no,
I
it's
get
Tony
that.
Dalton. I love
Hey,
him from...
I know Timothy Norton from The Walking too, so make that what you want.
Yeah, but
I know him from Doctor Who. Just kidding.
I know you do, Timothy.
But like, I love him. Check out Better Call Saul. He's amazing. And then like, Vera Farmiga like is just amazing. And I'm like, I love these two actors, and I just wish I cared at all.
There's zero
about their
depth to
plot.
them. Zero depth.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a boring plot line, because you don't care. No one.
Which
cares.
I actually, I think we're getting double bluffed, where I think Jacques is going to end up being a really chill dude. And it's like, nah, I'm super chill. Can I join the Avengers also, please? And just Vera
Mum's
Farmiga
evil?
is going to be the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, she's obviously evil.
Mum's very
okay.
very
Here's
obviously.
here's my wild prediction.
Yeah.
The mom is going to kill Jack before the show is done.
Jacques,
no.
Hawkeye.
With Ronan's sword.
Jack is going to do something as a hero. Maybe not as a superhero or anything, but he'll do something to help Kate out. And the mom will kill him because of it. And that's my gut.
I mean, there's something we have to acknowledge, that the way the episode ends is by Jacques holding the sword up to
there's
Clint's
a strange man in his house. I get
that.
Yeah.
I mean, we assume he's bad because of the comics, but I mean, the guy just broke into his girlfriend's house. What else was he gonna do? I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that's gonna be resulting. No, I'm afraid of Kate. Oh, fine. I like Kate.
Yeah.
I like to pretend I'm bad at sword fighting when I'm around her.
What do you think was going through Clint's mind, where he's like, bitch, this is my sword. This is mine you're threatening me with.
I can't wait to have the moment where he does click.
By the facial expression, it's like he's thinking about all the different ways he's gonna disarm him and point the sword at his neck in the opening scene of the next episode.
No. Yeah, I have just one more question. They kind of touched on it in this episode, and we know because we've seen the other episodes, and Clint hasn't, but he asks about if the tracksuits were there for anything else at the auction, and we know that they were there for whatever for the watch. Does anyone have any like theories on what that was? Because Clint seemed to be like concerned about them taking something else. Do we have any thoughts on like what that might be?
For me, I think it's a red herring. I don't think it means anything.
Well,
I'm just going to say this stuff they could take.
I'm just going to say this. Tony Stark had a watch that kind of turned into an Iron Man hand thing.
So I thought that too, but the watch, and I guess it could just be like a TV versus movie budget, where I looked at the two watches and I was like, yeah, but the watch at the auction is kind of shitty. And like Tony Stark doesn't have a shitty watch.
No, yeah, but like you said, there's a TV budget.
Yeah, it's a TV budget.
And
it was $150 million budget.
Wow. Yeah.
Right across.
I'm just throwing that out. I know, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You gotta go to those giant practical arrows.
Yeah.
I wish
pin particles.
I was waiting for the boxing glove arrow to make an appearance, but I think I got my answers mixed up.
Yeah, Taco actually said it in the chat. Big fan of the boomerang arrow, and I really want that to come up. But I know we're gonna end the show in a second. But does anyone have like any trick arrows they really want to see in this show? Now that we've seen the first cavalcade. of arrows?
I'll be honest, I don't really. My Hawkeye knowledge only goes as far as an MCU. So anything I see is a nice surprise for me. And we got everything, I think.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid and probably impractical, but I'm kind of a fan of the freeze arrow.
Oh, I would love to see a freeze arrow. See,
I know that although I know the boxing glove arrow is more associated with Green Arrow, but it would be nice to see Hawkeye using something similar.
Well, yeah, because with all due respect to Oliver Queen, I would think Finn is a more skilled archer, in my opinion.
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that going to start a half an hour long conversation? I think you're wrong, Dave. I think Yelena's going to come in and they're going to resolve it really quickly because this is what they do in the MCU TV shows. We saw it with Batroc, where he came in for a single episode, basically, and then he was disbanded and dealt with. And then we also saw it in WandaVision with White Vision. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, we saw it with White Vision. We've seen it with Batroc. I can't remember one from what is it? From Loki.
From Loki,
but they have
it was the variants. From Loki, it was the variants with Kid Loki.
So they have this real trick of bringing in someone that's going to cause something, and then they're gone within an episode. So what I think is going to happen is Yelena's going to come in. They're going to talk about it. They're going to resolve things, and it's going to be a-okay.
That character that we saw in, and I don't mean to drag this out, but that's the character we saw in Black Widow is not, I'm going to go talk to this person type person.
No, but I'm not saying that they're just going to sit down and talk about it. I don't think she's going to kill him, though. Because that would be awful that that her sister sacrificed herself to save everyone. The person that she sacrificed herself for at Vormir is the person that gets killed by her own sister's hand. That's way too messed up.
I don't think
when you follow it from that sort of perspective.
I think you're right that Yelena can't, and because of the Echo show coming out, I don't think Echo can. I think he's going to die. No. If Kingpin shows up, it's like, I am here, and I've killed Hawkeye. And it's like, oh, this is the bad guy now. This is the guy. Taco
wants to know what the other 4 arrows were. I don't know.
One had all the Infinity Gems from another universe in them.
Yeah.
It would have done a snap.
Yep.
One is a time travel arrow. It sends you to the future.
One is a vibranium arrow, as long as it's been in the MCU.
And the other one is what I thought the Pym arrow was going to be, because in the comics, the Pym arrow has, I think it's 10,000 little arrows in it. And then when he fires it, he pushes a button and he goes whoosh. And then his arrows blot out the sun. Yeah. So I'm like, I can picture him being like, no, Kate, not that one. That kills everyone behind us.
Yeah.
And obviously another one has to have COVID in it, right?
No, because
that's the most dangerous of them all.
No. Because here's the thing, man. We're 5 years in the future from like 2021, whenever it started.
Yeah, by the time they've already found a proper vaccine,
everyone's immune.
And that's just like reintroduces it into the atmosphere.
By post-planet, we're seasoning our food with COVID. Everyone's so immune to it.
Like, you heard it here first, guys.
You heard it here first.
Oh, can I get some COVID nuggets?
And in 2027, I'm going to be salting my popcorn with a little bit of COVID.
Sounds gross, but okay.
And on that note,
oh my god, what a show we had!
My internet shouldn't work. I'm much better when I'm in short bursts.
You know what? They was a really great episode. I had fun.
I love that.
On that note, 50.
What?
Sorry, Ben. Sorry. I know you were trying to end the show. I just saw.
I saw it.
Sorry. Sorry. I'll mute myself.
Delicious.
Tasty.
On that note, 50. Plug yourself. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek, and occasionally on Twitch, 50 Shades of Geek. You can find me every Saturday on Get Sweaty with Ben and Soda. You can find me every Monday recapping the greatest show in the galaxy with Ben, Soda, and Jess. Occasionally, I pop into all the other random shows on the Schmoes of the North YouTube channel. You can also find me, if you're a member of John Roca's Patreon. I just did a Harry Potter trivia match with Ben as my manager. And I also have a Patreon called patreon.com/Pokemon Star Cross and Crescent, where I design a Pokemon fan game based on Israel.
Kiwi, you go next. Where can everyone find you?
So you can find me on Shooting the Breeze tomorrow with you and Soda. We'll be talking about Spider-Man 3, which is... No, wait. No, we're not.
Wait, are we?
Yeah, we are. No, we've just watched it as a group. That's what's confusing. Okay. We didn't actually talk about it on a stream. We just watched it together, and now we're all sorts of confused. I was like,
you know what? I can't wait to watch it and to talk about it. I have so many thoughts.
So do I. And then on Friday... Yeah. And on Friday, I'm going to be on the Let's Get Ready network to talk about my first ever Spectacular. And then on Saturday morning, I'll be on Speaking of Schmoedown to also talk about Spectacular. So it's a spectacular weekend for me. Baby's first Spectacular.
Dave, how about you, my man? Where can everyone find you?
You can find me right here, Schmoes of the North. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We got shows all the damn time. Too much, if I'm being honest. Let's cancel all the shows. No more shows.
The channel ends now.
You're only on this one, right? You're only on this one right now, though.
Well, that's because, hey, Ben, hey, did I interrupt your plugs? Did I interrupt your bad comedy bits? No, I did not. Okay, so you let me.
Careful what you wish for, Dave.
Oh, Mr. Taco, I don't feel so good. But anyway, also, don't follow me on Twitter. It's a terrible follow. I never tweet, but do go check out my Instagram at BabyJamesLees. It's a good follow because I'm getting back into posting again. And like and subscribe. And Ben, should I let you do your thing now?
Okay, I'll do my thing.
I'm just messing with you, Ben. Taco's not here. I have to be mean to somebody.
Okay, you know what? I can take it. You can find me on Get Ready, Shooting the Breeze. Recapping the past, like Chess and 50 Cent. You can also find me on Mount Schmoedown, the Schmoedown show, where we go into famous careers. We're not here this week, but next week we have an amazing episode for you. Where we have a spectacular review. We have an incredible guest. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm really excited for this one. So tune in December 11th for a great episode. And I think that's everything. And you can find the four of us right here next week to talk about this show again. Until then, there's the Ancients of the North. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.